is fun, but I do think it's a really strong pick, and I know you agree. You just wanted to see the Yone that I also wanted to see. Would have loved to see Zed even more, but
I mean, you don't set up for Nidalee for life. Whose Eclipse keeps him very, very healthy, and now Dread's being bullied out of his jungle. There's the flash forward, and this is not where the Nidalee Renekton's supposed to work, but it's not doing too badly, and that is going to be the Crab Rave first blood for Clid.
This is actually a really nice
area, or maybe didn't know that there were two
Yeah.
people. So a little bit unfortunate. There's the Emperor's Divide and special delivery, as Clid's going to pick up yet another one. And Wolf, this is starting off pretty horrendously for the Afreeca Freecs.
Certainly is. You're feeding the Nidalee, and as we've seen, I mean, if Nidalee gets a lot of items early, especially Night Harvester, hold that thought.
Well, that's a big flash in there from Lehens. They do get the Blade Caller. Ruler just running away, is burning down, but now the turnaround, and Lehens is just going to get punished. Life burns him down. And Ruler, yes, he soaks a lot of damage, but it's still...
For Afreeca Freecs now. Like, Clid is just like, this jungle's mine now, by the way.
Yeah,
like, what are you even doing here, Dread?
Yeah, he gets himself a smite, but there's another cheeky little spear auto, and BDD teleported in. He's like, come on, man, wait. Double control ward. It's going to take a lot of hits to take that one down. Fly is going to get the inside track, moves on over. Clid not going to find the spear. Onto Shelly as Keen picks it up. Now they're trying desperately to get themselves out of this one. Death Realm is available here for Keen, but I don't know which 1v1 he actually wants to take as he throws it down onto Rascal, but you can see Rascal's pretty happy to take this fight. At least I believe it was onto Rascal. Keen's just getting popped, as I believe might have been Clid that was in there with him. But it did certainly wear off before then, as the flash out of the way of the Emperor's Divide this time, as BDD finds himself between a rock and a hard place. And is going to be absolutely fine.
Dread is not necessarily going to be, though. Yeah. Life is all the way up here. Sorry, man.
This is rough. Zenith Blade is going to miss. The Dread is walking the wrong direction. Now the Alcove not going to save him.
Doesn't have enough damage to kill Rascal. I think if he had done it like really early, he might have been able to, but slower. And Genji just looks to close this one out. I mean, they are just not even giving any space.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of teleports coming in here as Lehen's going for another attempted play onto Clid. End of the line, doesn't really do anything as Keen puts him in the death realm. Clid's trying to get out of there, but he's not going to be able to. Keen picks up that kill for now, but we've traded 1-for-1 so far. And Ruler dives on in to try and pick up some more. Bang versus Ruler now trying to fight it out here as he gets a really nice Blade Caller into Rascal, but he just flashes on in and takes him down. Keen, unfortunately, going to bear the brunt of Ruler's damage as well, but that could have been worse, I guess, for the
turret. And they're just grabbing onto this game, and they're not going to let it go.
No, they're not actually really like this aggressive play out of Genji. They're going to get rid of the turret, and now Keen finds himself in absolutely the wrong place. The Death Realm does go down. Let's see whether Rascal can actually win the 1v1, because otherwise it could be Keen managing to turn it, but he gets out of the Death Realm and into the awaiting arms of a kitty cat, and Clid's going to help lock down.
Clid is, and he still has to farm. But with the Rift Herald there, the tower doesn't actually exist. It's just a figment of Keen's imagination.
Yeah, imaginary turret. This is what happens. Genji so far ahead that now they only need a few people to do what
they have to back off. And this is when Fly actually just needs to be extremely safe. The problem is he can't farm up and get to where he needs to be for the lane. I think they have to just simply give the Baron and just wait, but they're gonna lose it actively.
Yep. Bang is going to Feather Storm, gets up into the sky, flashes away. Okay, Rascal's a little bit deep, but he does buy enough time for his team to take the Baron. Bang's able to get his flash and utilize it to get away from the Crocodile.
So they end up getting a kill, but the Baron still goes down. This next objective goes down. The Drake.
Yep.
Sole point now for Genji.
Very safely able to transition. Moves down towards the bottom lane. They'll grab this inner turret. Rascal will take care of the mid lane. And it's pretty textbook stuff, but it's being executed pretty beautifully here by Genji so far.
Yeah. I mean, it's just everything you do in this moment. And Afreeca, the goal is to slow this down. And then, like you said, if they make a mistake, you can try to make a play. If they don't make a mistake, you're just kind of losing slowly. But at least your victor is getting
down a turret. We'll see whether that's going to work out here, as Renekton was on the top side of the map, and oh my goodness, ouch. Bang's over half healthed by one of those spears. Rascal moves on over, control ward in the area, but now Afreeca are getting corralled again. There's the flash solar flare. It's going to get the Feather Storm immediately as Death Realm once again for Keen. Can he win the 1v1? Doesn't find the Death's Grasp as the Blade Caller's good onto life. Now Keen out of the Death Realm here as Rascal did buy enough time. It looks like Lehen's not going to be so lucky as now Dread trying to get out of there, but BDD is just going to press his Zonya's button and it's a double kill for Ruler. And now with only 3 left to defend and not very healthy, it's going to be Genji pushing into the base, and this might just be it.
I think this is going to be it. I think they are going to push to win. I mean, look, there was 30 seconds before Baron, 15 seconds before the Drake, but you didn't have to be that far up. They were looking for any pick they could potentially get, but you can't be that far up on the map. We talked about sitting back. They certainly decided not to here.
Ooh, that's a decent death's grasp, but unfortunately it's grasp keen towards his death instead. Clid is going to get stunned up by the Blade Caller, but the Nexus turrets are going to evaporate. 27 minutes into this game, and Gen G have slaughtered Afreeca in game number 1. In goes Rascal, looking to try and get those celebratory kills towards the end. And yeah, Lehens just wants nothing to do with this whatsoever. Life the only one trying to take down the Nexus, but it's taken some time. And Bang and Dread just have to watch on in horror as their Nexus gets taken down. But Gen G, such clean play until that Emperor's Divide missed. But it doesn't matter because we're cutting the video because the Nexus...
Okay, I do still think this is going to be Gragas support, but it's certainly viable either way. Okay, maybe not.
I am owed an Ocean Soul because we want to get the full set here today, so we'll have to have a look at what this next one is.
Yeah, all eyes on this. Okay,
possible.
Still possible.
It took a bit of time to get there, 1 minute on the clock. But now, going to be starting this one up. We'll see how Dread's going to do as the rest of Gen G coming on over. BDD has the Emperor's Divide available. Spear's going to go wide for now, because it looks like it will likely be a smite 50-50 unless Fly gets in there. Nice face breaker as he pulls back the Renekton and the Azir. Haymaker's decent as Renekton taking a lot of damage. Is going to survive for the moment as he's looking to try and get out of there. That's a great heroic entrance from Fly. But the Gragas is going to be able to clean up the Pigeon on the back end, and now they've been corralled, and he has no flash in order to get out of there, as that was a fail flash, a little bit unfortunate for the Gragas. And this is huge for Afreeca as Lehens just comes through and heroically behind by a little bit as far as, you know, CS in lanes are concerned. But you can see the gold has actually swung in favor of the Afreeca Freecs, as we do get the Ocean bottom lanes. Bit of a wash right now. Ezreal lanes just tend to be that way as in goes Lehens. Oh,
Master Blessing.
That was just amazing. The cast predicting the Arcane Shift out, and Ruler had absolutely no option there at all. And Lehens back underneath the turret, and that's a double kill for Bang. Beautiful stuff, especially
might not be over
from
yet.
Lehens. As, yeah, Clid gonna have to run away from this turret as well, so going to be denied getting any of the experience over here, and Dread's also gonna take it down his Krug camp. In comes BDD, looking to try and tidy this one up. Bowling Ball is going to be secured, and there's the sleep onto the Azir as well. He shifts some sands to get on over, but he's just taken down. And that's a third one for Bang here in this exchange. Clid now finds himself with
this option.
I like it, you know, more damage, more excitement. Absolutely, as Rascal lying in wait here. Very, very scary as Life moves on in, looking to clear out some vision. Clid standing on a ward as well, as they do get the taunt. And that's an Emperor's Divide and a very, very dead Lilia. I don't know what the plan was there, as Fly doesn't find the Facebreaker. Bang getting turned on. So he's going to be able to dash away. Sand Soldier's now in position as Rascal jumping on top of Keen. There's the slice of the dice, and there's the cleanup. Prowler's Claw, best item for
there you go.
Guaranteed.
I mean, it's a gap closer that allows him to actually make sure he sticks to these targets. He had to, you know, follow Flash as well, but he has the opportunity.
Yeah.
And Afreeca need to just walk away from this Drake. I don't think there's any way they can turn this.
There is a teleport on Rascal as well, and he's now going to come in. And so Fly gets on in there. He might be able to get some work done. This heroic entrance is going to make Life untargetable, buys him enough time, and Bang is just dead. Fly now trying to run away, but he's not going to be able to get out. And as quickly as Afreeca built themselves a lead, it's been taken away.
Tide comes in, time goes out, you know? I feel like this is something that you can, in fact, explain, but in that last fight, or that Emperor's Divide exchange, you just have to respect that there's so much CC, there's so much burst damage and engage potential with Gen G's composition, and if you're out of position for just a second, you will get punished.
Oh, Lehens. That was beautifully set up by Clid, but still a little bit sad that Lehens goes from making
to hold on to it, but you're really going to struggle to get value out of it now.
Well, BDD, he's going to get teleported on as Keen's taking a lot of damage. There's the stopwatch as Fly trying to get around, gets into the brush, does BDD, but Fly is hunting him down. And then he goes back in, the shifting sands, a little bit too good, but Fly is in position, picks him up with the Facebreaker, and we'll see whether Clid survives. He does, gets out of that Haymaker nicely. Life, not a lot of damage here though. Clid needs to try and land a spear as there's the Justice Punch. And we'll see whether this spear is going to be true, as there's the taunt. That's going to try and set it up, but another Haymaker comes off cooldown, and Fly's still running from this one. Burning down just a little bit as the flash comes over, and Clid is able to lock that one down.
High-level League of Legends across the board there on both sides.
We're living in replay land just a little bit, but hopefully back to live now as Gen G looking for their second Ocean Drake. Fly gonna get chipped down just a little bit as Life just playing goalkeeper. Lens not allowed to get in there as Fly already chunked down by a lot of this poke. And then backing away, regenning with Quadra Ocean Drakes. That sounds absolutely awful.
Yeah, they have so much poke too.
Okay, Ruler just kills Lilia. Goodbye.
There you go. Goodbye.
Who needs Mythic?
Effectively, because Gen G has so much map control. They're going to deny... Ooh.
Emperor's Divide to stop Fly
Still
from
good,
getting
though.
in so that they can try and burst down the Baron. I think that's actually really cute, as it's not quite going to work. They should be able to actually get in here as Fly's going to be able to take down the Galio, but the Baron does go to Gen G. Can the Ezreal actually kite this one out as Ruler gets out of the pit, has to walk all the way back around, and now he's in a better position. Bang, gets that Killer Instinct towards the backside, but look at Ruler. He's just free hitting Keen, trying to run away. Bang, going to die as an afterthought as a double kill comes through for Cleared. And Ruler just kills the jungler, allows them to take a Baron. Certainly should be, as they've got Renekton pushing there on the bottom side of the map. Fly looking to try and make his way in as there's the Facebreaker onto Life, but look at the follow-up damage. BDD puts down a soldier and Fly's already half health, is now Lahen's in a lot of trouble, has to flash to get himself out of the way. There's the Prowler's Claw again, and Rascal locks up the Gragas. Now Gen G will push forward for this inner turret. Fly just having to back there off to the side as Gen G. They are all work, no play right now, just wandering up this mid lane, looking to try and break the base.
Yeah, I mean, this is Gen G just trying to close this series out 2-0. This is not as clean as the first game, but now that Ezreal is well and truly online, Rascal's Prowler Claw being the perfect gap closer tech here in this game. They have firm control over this this map right now.
Not exactly the target that Fly wanted. Here is Rascal. Still going to get his face broken as Bang dives on in. Life with a nice flash to get himself out of the way. Rascal now trying to kite this one back as Clid just standing tall. The heroic engine's going to keep him alive as Quinn is going to be taken down there. And oh dear, the cards just falling down one after the other as Afreeca trying to do their very best. But the Lilia just dies. And in goes BDD. There's the Flash Emperor's Divide. Goodbye Bang. And this should be the swift 2-0 for Gen G.
I mean, this was without Ruler, by the way, this fight. Without the Ezreal. He hits the...
well, would have hit it, yeah.
the Arcane Shift. It's blocked by the, by the golden there, but... This was a fight that Gen G win 4v5 and win the game. End of story. Very much a great end to what was a very shaky early game for this composition, but it worked out swimmingly. I really like the Prowler's Claw tech here.
So cool, right? That was my favorite part. That was definitely my favorite part of the show. Is Clid, they're going to win the game before he comes out of his golden stasis, and the Nexus will be taken down.